Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media. In tonight's video, I want to review Christine on 4K UHD Blu-ray. Now, as a horror fan, I was pumped to get this one on the 4K format, so let me talk about the movie briefly. This is a John Carpenter classic, and it's definitely a cult classic. Definitely a love it or hate it, I would say. It's about a killer car, kind of. I know that sounds pretty ridiculous, but for those who have seen it, you could appreciate it, and for those who haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I still think it holds up. Great movie and a cult classic. Now let's get to the video here, and this is a standout. So this is a Sony transfer, and like I said with Bad Boys, what we expect with Sony is some fantastic transfers of these old movies, and this one knocks it out of the park. So this is a 4K digital intermediate and looks wonderful. The detail here really is off the charts, and the detail really stands out specifically on the car itself. The interior of the car, all the stitching on the seat, all the little marks on the steering wheel, the tires, everything on this car is really well represented. Another thing is this movie is not as bright on the 4K version as it is on the Blu-ray version, but what that is it makes the black level a lot better. They are increased a lot more, and it actually makes it so you could see details under Christine a lot better overall. You could actually see the muffler area of the car a lot better because of those deep inky blacks. And the depth here is also good, separating the foreground from the background. I wouldn't say it's a standout in the depth department, but solid as always with Sony. Now let's get to the real standout of this along with the detail, and that's going to be the HDR and the Dolby Vision. Both of those really stand out here. Straight from the opening scene, you could see the bright, deep red of the car. You could just see how much different it is from the Blu-ray. There are tons more nuances in it, tons more color, and there's just tons more punch and vividness to that red. And throughout the whole film, there's a theme of punchy reds, and the Dolby Vision and HDR really bring that to the next level. And like I said with the blacks about near the muffler area on Christine, the shadow detail here is greatly improved, so in all those darker scenes you can make out a lot more detail, and like I said, under the car you can make out a lot more detail. Towards the bottom end you can make out a lot more detail, and that really helped out over the Blu-ray counterpart. Now let's get to the audio quality. So this has a Dolby Atmos mix, and I'm glad we get a Dolby Atmos mix with this, but really it's not too much different from the stereo mix. I mean, I don't want them to do a crazy redesign here and it to sound fake. It's mostly a stereo mix, but there is some use of surrounds, a little bit of use of overheads, but really this more classical mix that stays true to the original movie, and I have no problem with that. Anyway, guys, I would say this is a day one pickup if you're a fan of the movie, or if you're just looking for a great old movie transferred to 4K. This movie looks absolutely beautiful on the 4K format and is really the best I can imagine this ever looking. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of this movie down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.